Hi everybody, today on Cooking Creations we're going to be making muffin tin quiches with smoked Gouda and ham. The cookbook we're using is the No Sugar Cookbook, and the ingredients you are going to need is non-stick cooking spray, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 cup of finely diced red skin potatoes, 1 small shallot minced, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, 8 large eggs, 1 cup of shredded smoked Gouda cheese, 1/2 cup of 2% milk, 1/2 a teaspoon of black pepper, 1/2 a cup of diced ham, and 1 10-ounce package of frozen chopped broccoli, thawed and well drained. As you can see, I have all my ingredients laid out on the counter, and we will go from there. And as you can see, instead of the shallot, I used an onion. So we're going to look at everything. Once we open the book, this is the recipe, and this is the picture of what the final product should look like. And you need a 12 muffin pan to be used. So start by preheating your oven to 325 degrees. While you're preheating the oven, I suggest that you start preparing your ingredients. You're going to start by dicing your onion or shallot. You want to mince it actually. And then you're going to dice your potatoes. And I used fingerling potatoes, so that's why they're cute and tiny. Then what you're going to do is take olive oil. So you're going to take 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and I use the extra virgin, and I'm going to put the 2 tablespoons in the saute pan, and I'm going to start the stove on number 5, which is medium heat, just like that. Okay? Once you get the olive oil heated, you're to put in your shallots that are diced and your potatoes that are diced. Yep. There we go. Cleaning up the counter as much as I can. There. And then you stir it, and then you're going to put in, stir your onions just like I did, and then put your potatoes in the pan too. And that will be ready to continue cooking a little. You want to see your onions cooked basically till they're translucent. Then you're going to add a dash of salt. Don't go crazy with it. And that's what it should look like in your pan as it's sauteing. Perfect. So while that's going, stir it a little bit more. You're going to take another bowl, and you're going to prepare a whole bunch of other ingredients. So we'll saute everything first, make sure everything's cooking well, just like that. And then we're going to start with the ham. I diced the ham. I got the ham from the deli, and just got a chunk of it, and then what I did is I diced it. And if you don't have a chunk, you can use ham slices from the deli. It gets the same effect. You're going to be putting together, the ham is 1/2 a cup of diced ham. And then the Gouda cheese, you're going to use 1 cup of shredded smoked Gouda cheese. If for any reason you could not find smoked Gouda, go ahead and just use regular Gouda. And I like to hand grate everything for these small projects, so this is what I'll do. I'm hand grating. So once that comes out, there should be 1 cup of, 1 cup of the shredded cheese. So measure it to make sure it makes 1 cup. And then you're going to take your bowl. Well, before I do the bowl thing, you're going to have to take your broccoli, and you have to dice it even more because the broccoli is not diced usually in those frozen packages. But then you're going to crack your 8 eggs into a mixing bowl. So crack them all first, just like that. Perfect. And then you're going to take your broccoli and you're going to add your broccoli. Throw it in the mixing bowl. I know I should have probably chopped it smaller. I did not. And then you're going to add the ham. And then you're going to add the cheese. And then I believe you're going to add some grated pepper. And then you're going to add also some of those sauteed potatoes with the onions. That's what it looks like. You blend it in a bowl. Mix it very well. Just like that. Just keep mixing it until you make sure everything is covered in the egg. Perfect. And then you add the ground pepper. And make sure you put some pepper in it. If you don't like pepper, then leave it out. But the pepper actually gives it flavor. Remember, you're making mini quiches. Okay, perfect. There we go. Keep mixing until about good 3 or 4 minutes. Just make sure it's mixed well. There we go. Just like that. Perfect. Exactly. Good. Okay, the next step will be to take your muffin pan that is already sprayed with non-stick cooking spray. Start putting into your muffin cups the area right in there. You're just going to put them plain right in there. Just like that. Perfect. And continue filling until the whole pan is, there's supposed to be a dozen, so you may get a little more than a dozen out of it depending, so make sure you have your pan available if you need extra. That's it. Just keep filling it in. And I made mine chunkier than they call for in the recipe. You don't have to follow me on the chunkiness. It does say diced or finely chopped. I recommend you could do that, but I decided to do something a little bit more chunkier. Okay, so you do that until you fill up every single muffin spot. Perfect. I think you get the idea. And then the final results is that right there. So basically you're going to cook that for 25 minutes in the oven. So you're baking it until it's firm to the touch. And let it stand for about 5 minutes before you serve. Have a great time.